Guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, you are highly welcome. Please subscribe to this channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You are the reason why I am here. In this video, as you can see, I have with me Debbie, my own personal person. She sells clothing, male and female, children. Her Instagram handle will be on the screen. Please check her out and patronize her. So, today, tell them what we're going to be discussing.
All right, we're going to be discussing about our experience in relationship.
Yes, more like our worst experiences with men generally, like the things, some things you hear and you're like, your ears are ringing, like, and then at the end of it, we're not going to be telling you guys why we are still with the men that we're with. Hey, the things you're going to hear today, you are not prepared for it. Let's get into the video. So, Debbie is going to tell us her own experience, and then I go like that. So, Debbie, over to you.
My one of the worst experience is there's this guy I was to get married to, and while in the relationship, he was like, Debbie, I actually went to the hospital, and they said that I'm having pains around my waist, and they said it's because I've not had sex for a while, like for a long time. At first I was shocked, like, okay. And it was like, and since we're in a relationship, we can start, okay, let's just, and I want to get married to you, let's just have the sex now and all.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, why should we? I thought this relationship is supposed to be like a godly relationship, and there's no supposed to be a sex involved and all. And I was like,
no sex before marriage.
He said, no, that if I love him, I will help him. Like, okay, I need to help you. And what if I don't? And
you know
like,
that old line that they used to use for girls when we were in secondary school? If you love me, sleep with me.
So when he was saying it, to be sincere, when he was saying it, I was like, I needed to be sure if he was serious or if he was joking. But at the point, I got to know that this guy is really serious about this thing. And like, sorry, I cannot.
In this zone, there's no sex before marriage. My own experience, I was with this guy, and funny enough, right, I didn't even want to date him per se, but influence. I was influenced, really. I think I was in university then. I was influenced by my friends because I just had a major breakup, and everyone was like, you should be with this guy, he's been nice, he's always coming around, blah 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 blah. And I was like,
this is what you get when you listen to too many persons. Like,
I was like, okay, fine, since the guy is always coming, so I'm always seeing him, so I'm like, okay, fine. Guys, I have never experienced a more boring relationship. You know when you say somebody is boring, maybe there's a particular area the person is boring, but then you have something you like about him. Maybe it's because I don't really like the guy. The guy was boring to the core. Like, we'll be riding in a car and we will not have a decent conversation.
For real?
We will not talk. And even when we're talking, he's giving me some boring gist that I'll be touching my phone and I'll be like, you said?
Can you imagine?
As in, he has probably been talking for like 1 hour and I was not paying attention because the gist self is boring.
You don't follow.
You get the gist.
Okay, this one is really, really very funny. Okay, there's this guy. We were in a relationship. Okay, per se, he was asking me out, and of course, we went for a date. And while in the date, okay, this one that you're with somebody and you want to be free. You want to be free. You don't just want to start posing and for me what you're not. I just want to be real. Just want to be real. So after the of course, I ordered 4 rice and chicken, and after the meal, I needed to eat the chicken. So to him, he was expecting me to use
your cutlery,
and form and all that. And funny enough, I asked please, can I have water? They brought the water, and he was like, he was looking at me. And I was like, what do you want to do? And I said, I want to wash my hand. In short, I said, watch. I washed my hand, picked the chicken. And I was like,
launched it.
you could see
Shame.
the surprise, the shame, the whole thing on his face. And I started eating my chicken. You won't believe that he stood up and he left me.
It's a lie.
I'm not joking. He did. He actually did. And that was it.
I cannot believe this. Did he pay for the food?
Of course he did. He did. Right? He did, actually. He did, and he left.
What was your reaction, Nico?
Because sincerely, I didn't expect it. Like, to me, I wanted to be real.
To be yourself.
Myself.
And is that not the purpose of relationship?
Of course, it should be. It should be. Because after now, it's not just me and you will be together at home. So
am I supposed to be eating cutlery inside my house?
I don't form what I'm not. I need to be real. And after the whole date stuff, he called me. He called me on phone and was like, I don't like what you did. And of course, you know the end.
Mission aborted. And then the next experience for me was a guy that was verbally abusive. Like, you know how you're in a relationship with someone and we were not really even in a relationship per se, but the kind of things, you know how you just see somebody and you know that the person is deliberately trying to oppress you. You understand? It's like, no, don't do like this. You are doing like this. He's saying no, that is not the way. This is the way. No, you can't. You know how we are spirit beings and we just know that this thing that this person is doing is trying to just push me down. Yeah. When you're trying to make a joke, it's like, no, don't do that here. Don't do that. You're trying to Hey, my brothers and sisters, I carried my shoe in my hand.
Alright.
In case you find him, run.
My next experience, okay, there's this guy I was in a relationship with, and I didn't know. Okay, at first when we started, I didn't know he had a relationship before we met. Of course, we talked about it, and he wasn't open to a point. Like, it was sorry, sometimes I could be very nosy, and there's this prompting you get when something is not right.
You know, we are spirit beings. You know
the truth is that I sensed it. I knew there was something that he was up to something, but now, man, let's just give it a try. You know, sometimes when God is trying to tell you some things and you're not just paying attention, that's just the truth. So what happened was that day he gave me his phone, and I think while using his phone, a message popped on his phone, and I opened it. It's all love notes, plenty love notes. You know you are this, you know you are that. And I had to go to his replies because, of course, it's not just the message that came in. How about his
own response?
And I read through the whole text message, and I got to know that, okay, this guy is in a relationship
with another person.
Guess what happened? I wish. I asked him, guy, what's this? And uncle was busy lying.
What did you want to lie about?
I don't know. Like, no, this girl. Yes, we were actually dating before. And what happened was that we stopped dating. And she's trying to beg my way out and all that.
I've heard that before.
And of course, I wouldn't want to be slapped twice. So, I left.
In fact, I've had a similar experience. Like this particular one, the case was, he was asking, and he was so bold enough because I was always giving me his phone. We exchanged phones like normal. He was asking girls out. Like, I saw messages of not more than 5 girls that he was asking out.
While in a relationship with you.
And then, do you know the funny thing? In the chats that they were chatting, he'll be telling them, he has a girlfriend that he loves very much. So, the guy is a weirdo. As if that he was one that told me that he used to tell them, I would have said, I saw it in my eyes. He wrote it, I have a girlfriend. The guy asked him, are you in a relationship? He said, yes, I have a girlfriend that I love. So why are you me out. This particular one, the guy was self-destructive. Like, he had physical abuse tendencies. Like, he'll get angry, and the next thing, Oga is breaking his phone on the wall. The next thing is hitting his hand on the wall. In fact, breaks his phone, carry knife.
Oh!
Say he want kill himself because I no love him. Brothers and sisters.
Man, this is red flag. Red flag.
Imagine if I married this kind of man now.
Okay.
One day you just carry knife and choke him because he doesn't have control of his emotions.
Course.
He cannot manage his
And
emotions.
he might eventually kill himself. And
Just
of course,
as
everything will be on you.
I said I had to call somebody and tell them, come and see this guy carrying knife. Oh, I know they, in case he decides to kill himself, it's not me. In fact, these are just small. You guys, if you like this video, just give us a thumbs up so that we'll do something like this again because we have so many weird experiences. So now we're just going to share with you guys what we saw about the guys that we're with right now and how we know that they are the ones. So
you know, one thing about us as Christians is the fact that we go into a relationship without asking, without seeking God's face.
True.
Yeah, we just jump into it, especially we just walk based on our emotions. I like this guy. We have all the tendencies, like all the things I need in a man. Well, for me, the present relationship I had to pray about it. Even while I noticed, he hasn't said anything. Even while I noticed he wanted asking me out, there were so many things actually needed, and I wasn't saying to him and all. But one first thing I did was to ask God, is this what you want? You know, and it's not just all about asking, it's asking and waiting to hear him.
Yeah, very key.
And I had to. And I will tell you, ever since, the experience has been from glory to glory. Like,
Yeah.
I've enjoyed it literally. So this is what you get when you actually seek God's face, in relationship.
Yeah. In fact, it's the same story, especially when you are dealing with God.
Yeah.
These things are almost generic. Like the same thing with me when I met my husband, my now husband. I prayed about it, of course, sought the face of God, and I think for me, I had to hear God tell me it's okay, date him. I had to wait. God gave me word because I kept going back to God. Even until the day we got married, I kept going back to God to hear, is there anything? Should I run? Should I still stay? Are we on the right track? So God gave me peace, like, okay, go ahead. Gave me a word that I stood with. Still again, went back to him, and then he gave me peace. And honestly, I will tell you that, like you said, it has been from glory to glory.
Yeah.
So what we're here to advise is that if you must go into any relationship, especially if this relationship is going to translate into marriage or long term, you have to hear God. Marriage is not something you play with. Getting a life partner is not something you just wake up in the morning and jump into the relationship because the guy loves you. No. Sometimes the guy can actually love you and you will love him, but it's not God's will. Because God sees ahead and he knows what he's doing. So we advise that you see God's face, especially in choosing a life partner, or even going even your regular relationship self. You have to choose the face of God. Imagine somebody telling you that if you love me, sleep with me.
It's not about getting married to somebody that is that goes to church. It's about getting married to somebody that is godly, that listens, that can hear God when God speaks, and be able to love you the way Christ loves the church.
Yeah.
And
that's just it. Because, man, guys, hey, you need peace of mind. If you are asking and wondering, how will you know if he's the one? One major thing is peace.
Yeah.
That peace
Sincerely,
that you
peace.
have, that peace. No joke with that. So guys, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want us to do something like this, please let us know and we'll come again and gist you guys some crazy experiences. And if you have had similar experiences, please leave it in the comment section. Let's discuss. Let's hear your own stories, your own hilarious experiences. And if you're stuck and you feel like you want to talk to someone, you can come to the DMs. You can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handles are right here, and then we'll discuss with you. And on that note,
I want to say thank you so much, guys, and we'll